Hi, this is Brent from PathandTarot, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to play a solo card game called Beat the Devil. It's normally played with a 52 card playing deck, but we're going to use the Pathan playing card deck here that has 56 cards, so it's got one extra suit. So I'm going to teach you the basic rules on how to play this game and ways to kind of change the rules a little bit so that you can have more fun with it over time. I'm using a playing card deck, but you can actually use a tarot deck for this if you really wanted to. All you got to do is take out your major arcana cards and just leave your numbered cards in the court cards. It gives you 56 cards, and you can play Beat the Devil if you want, or just use a regular playing card deck with 52 cards if you want. Either way works. I'll show you how to do it here. So these are the Pathan playing cards. They are color coded in a very interesting way that you can see here. So they're meant to really interface with the tarot cards, but I like to have decks that have multiple uses here. So the game is a very straightforward game of matching cards, and there's a limitation of how many piles of cards you can have in play. The goal is to use all of the cards in the deck. If you can do that, you've beaten the devil. You've won. If you can't use all your cards, then you've lost. And that's it. That's pretty much the gist of it. You have piles that allow you to draw cards onto the table for your play, and you get to match them up. And if you run out of piles and you can't make any more matches, then you've lost. You won't be able to use the whole deck. The original rules for 52 card deck allow for 8 piles to be used. We're going to use 9 because I've got extra 4 cards in there. Maybe make it a little bit easier, but this game is brutally hard. You won't win very often, so when you do, it's a lucky sign. At least I like to think so. So here we go. Let's just play a game, and I'll walk you through it slowly, give you an idea of how to put this together yourself. So we've got our deck shuffling. It's all shuffled up. We're ready to go. So we draw the first card out and place it into its first pile. Then we draw our second card out. Place it right next to it here and then in the second pile. Now if these two cards were to match, we would just draw a card on top of each of them and then keep doing that until we don't have a match. Now because we don't have a match here, we're going to draw the third card out and make the third pile. And that's how piles are created. When there's no matches available, you draw a card to make the next pile, and you have up to 9 in this case, or 8 for the original rules. So there's no matches yet, so we're going to just keep drawing cards until we get a match. So far, no matches, so we're we're moving along here. We need a match to get back into action here. So far, nothing. Jack, Queen. We've got a 7. So here's our first match. So 7 and 7 matches. The suits don't count. We would just match up the value of the face card. Jacks to jacks, queens to queens, cavaliers to cavaliers, or knights if you want to think of it like that. So we got our 7s. So all we would do is just draw a card right onto the 7 like that. Once we've done that, we can now identify another match. We now have 2 jacks matching that we can see here. So we would then cover the cards like so. And we would then, after that sequence is completed, we would then try to find another match. Luckily, we have the 2 cavaliers matching. That's great. So we're moving along pretty good here. So I've got to complete the sequence to identify another match here. I see where our 5s are going to match, but we're going to wait until we cover them like so. So this is great. We're moving along pretty good here. We got the 2 5s matching, so we're going to cover those 5s with new cards. A good part, or a good strategy, I would say, is to use your memory a little bit to learn what cards have come out before, because you want to try and get, more than just a match. You can actually get 3 of a kind. We've got no more cards to match, I believe, so I'm going to draw another card here to make one of our last piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 7 piles up. We've got our aces matching. That's great. So let's draw out cards there for that. So we've got 2 matching 9s here. Let's cover them. That gives us the sixes or the queens. What do you think? We've got 2 matches in place, so now we get to choose which match to cover. It's up to us. We get to choose. I think I'm going to cover the sixes. So this is kind of the micro strategies in this game, is when you've got multiple matches, which ones do you cover? So let's cover the sixes. And here we've got, let's cover the jacks. And then, oh, there we go. So see what happened there? We chose the right match. Now we've got a 3 of a kind. So let's cover each of those cards like that. So if you've got a 3 of a kind or a 4 of a kind, it's the same. You apply the same rules. You just cover those cards. Now, do we have more matches? Yes, we do. We've got the 2s. So let's cover the 2s. And we've got the 10s matching. So we've got a 10 right there. Now we've got, what have we got? 2 cavaliers and let's cover the cavaliers. The big C's. Ah, great. We got another 3 of a kind here. And let's cover the queens now. Very good. We're doing pretty good here in this test example. 2 kings. Let's cover the kings. I think we're getting close to being done. We got 3s here. Let's cover the 3s. Let me see here. We've got 2, 9, 7, 8. I don't think we've got any matches here. 2, 9, 10, ace, da, da, da. All right, we got to do one more pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, we're doing pretty good. We got 8, so let's cover the 8s here. We got 6, 4. Ooh, we're getting close to being done here. I'm not seeing any other matches. I don't think we've made a mistake either. Okay, we'll do one last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we do 9. We didn't win. But you know what? Let's just, for the sake of it, try and get through all the cards, and we'll draw one more card to see if we can get some more action here. 7. Yeah, we can do a 7. We got the 6s, aces, and the 2s. Let's do the 8s here. Kings. And we did it. We won. So we made a little bit of a choice to add another pile. But those are the things that you can do to make the game more interesting as you go through it. You can restrict your piles, decide ahead of time what you want to do. But technically, we would have lost if we decided on the 9 piles. But for the purpose of an example, we did that to show you how you would win the game. So we have used up all the cards in a certain amount of piles, and we have won. So see how far you can get with a 52 card deck in just 8 piles. You're only going to win about 10% of the time. So have fun with it. Hopefully you can beat the devil too. See you in the next one.